everyone, I'm back. It's Wednesday morning, and here I am. For those of you, again, as always, for those of you that are new here or just recently found my channel, I am Gwen. I am a older, mature woman with transgender experience making all kinds of content. So let's see, let's start off with the usual. How has everybody been? How's your week been going? Hope you had a wonderful weekend. As you might see, I look a little different here. It's mostly because I have numbing cream on. I'm on my way to my electrolysis session, and so I usually would have lipstick on. I don't have any lipstick on because it's going to get in the way of the electrolysis session. So let's see. So it's Wednesday morning, kind of early, and I know I'm in the car. I'm going to, at some point during the video, I'm going to post, maybe right about here, I'm going to post, and we'll take the photo later on of my outfit. I'm pretty much just in jeans and long sleeve top because it's in the 50s here today. It's a little chilly. So anyways, I was going to explain the reason why I didn't record yesterday, and it was a couple of reasons. For some reason, I don't know why, but Monday I just was overwhelmed for some reason. I felt overwhelmed. It was a very, very busy day. I worked. I did laundry, hung the clothes out on the line to dry, cut the grass in the dogs area, got done with that, zipped off to my 6-month dental cleaning and checkup, and zipped home. And before I left, I'd thrown dinner in the oven, so that was cooking, and I got home and I fed the dogs and got dinner ready for the kids. And I mean, it's kind of sort of like a normal day, but it just, for some reason, maybe because I was back and forth to the dentist, but it felt very overwhelming. Anyways, yesterday it started off good, so I figured, okay, this is fine, not a big deal. And just about noon, I started having internet connection issues. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. Now, my weekly therapy session with my therapist is, I guess you would call it telemedicine or online, however you want to put it, and I couldn't connect. So I said, okay, I'll use my phone. And then my phone wasn't connecting. The only thing I can attribute it to is there was an issue with the cell tower. And I might try to see if I can find a better signal from another cell tower, because there's a couple of them in our area. So I'll see if I can get a better signal. Unfortunately, it means crawling up on the roof because I have an amplifier antenna on my roof to amplify the signal. So, but we'll see. So maybe I'll play with that and see if I can get a better signal. It's down the road. But anyways, so I was having I couldn't connect to the internet, so I couldn't do my online therapy, and then I tried my phone, and that wasn't connecting, and finally, I was able to my therapist called me, and what we're able to do is we did my session over the phone, just talking back and forth. But still, it was very annoying. And then I'm trying to think of what it was. It was right before my therapy session. I know it was afternoon, right before my therapy session. This friend of mine called me, and she needed my help. A little backstory. She's 4 years older than I am, and she also has 3 whippets. And about 3.5 years ago, her husband passed away from ALS. Most people know ALS as, I know it's something morphic lateral syndrome. Anyways, most people know it as Lou Gehrig's disease. And he passed away from it, so it's just her in the house in the city with 3 dogs, and she is struggling to survive. So she called me yesterday and she says, I have to go in for emergency back surgery. She's been having trouble, not so much walking, she's kind of bent on an angle like this. I don't know if I think it is scoliosis. But anyway, so she had to go in for emergency back surgery, and I'm like, okay. I says, when? She goes, they're trying to get me set up right now with the surgeon. So she says it might be tonight, or she says very early tomorrow morning. I'm like, oh. She goes, yeah. She goes, so the problem is the dogs. And I'm like, oh, right. So I agreed that after I get done with my electrolysis session, I'm going to go over to her house, which is only like 5 miles away, so it's not a big deal. And I'm going to grab her dogs, 3 dogs, put them in the back of my car, and bring them home. And she said that she's probably going to be in the hospital at least a week, maybe 2. We'll have to wait and see. So I will be taking care of the dogs. So I'll have 6 again. I think the last time I had 6 was probably 9 years ago. So I'll have 6 dogs again to take care of. And when she finally gets back home, then I can take her dogs back to her. But so I had to start planning that, making accommodations for her dogs. She crate feeds her dogs where I have bowl stands. So I had to set up, I do have some wire crates, so I had to set up some wire crates. I do have some extra dog dishes, so I had to get those out. They're downstairs in storage. Get those out. I'm trying to think of what else that I had to do. Oh, and then to get ready for today, there's some dog beds in the back, and so they can lay on those as we go home. I think that's pretty much about it. So there's a little bit of coordination. So it just, with the whole internet issue and trying to get ready to accommodate these 3 dogs, I just was like, I just couldn't do it. No, I couldn't make a video yesterday. It just was I just had too much to do. So, anyways, let's see. Nothing really new going on with me. Last weekend, it was kind of quiet. Stayed home. Took care of some things around the house. I need to get back into replacing the floor tiles in front of the wood stove. It's one of those things that got pushed to the back burner. I also need to get a hold of the well driller. We have 2 wells and our cistern for water storage, and our original well, which is 35 years old, and the pump in it is 35 years old. The pump has stopped working. So I still have the well and the cistern. And what I need to do is, the original well is full of water, so I need to pump it out. I can pump that water into the cistern, which is fine. But I need to get the well driller up to pull the pump to see what the problem is. I don't know if it's clogged, if it's silted up, if something's gone bad on it, being that it's a 35-year-old pump, fully submersible pump. So I got that to deal with. Like I said, I got to get a hold of the well driller and find out when they can come up. I'm expecting that's not going to be a cheap fix, but yeah, what am I going to do? So that's really about it, believe it or not. This coming weekend, nothing really going on, mostly because I'm going to be dog sitting for the next couple of weeks, so my travels are going to be kind of limited. Though Saturday, my daughter and I are going to get our hair cut, so to speak. Our stylist, if anything, she just trims the ends for me. Not even a quarter of an inch, maybe a quarter of an inch at the most. Mostly because I have a desire to grow it longer. So we get to see her Saturday. My son and daughter are going to a comic convention. Actually, my son's going he might be going Friday. I think he is off from work Friday. So he might be going Friday. He's definitely going Saturday. And then my daughter can only go on Sunday because she works Friday, and Saturday, of course, we are going to get our hair cut, and my mother-in-law wants to drag her down to the local furniture store to help her decide on some rugs she's replacing, whatever. So, but anyways, so my daughter can only go on Sunday. Luckily, the comic convention is local. It's in the city. So, for them, it's not even an hour drive, maybe. It's over near my brother's. About 50 minutes. 55. Yeah. I figure an hour to get from my house to my brother's house. So, and it's where they're going to be is maybe as the crow flies, maybe 2 miles away from my brother. So, but anyway, so they're going to be busy with that. So, if they're gone Sunday, I will be home with the dogs, which is okay. Maybe I can get some things done. Maybe I can work on the fireplace. I'm sorry, the wood stove tiles. Maybe I can get some done tomorrow. Friday is grocery shopping. So yeah, maybe Sunday I can get some more done. But we'll see. You never know what'll pop up. And then going into next week, not much really going on. I am starting to make plans It's going to probably be sometime in October, I'm hoping. See what the finances work out, that I may be flying to Panama for a week to get my permanent visa. I've had my temporary visa, so I want to get my permanent one, and the good thing with that is once I get it, I only need to step foot in the country once every 2 years to keep it active. And I think what that involves is every 2 years, they make you renew your visa every 2 years. So that means that in 2 years' time, well, since I've already, they're a little strange with that, but anyway, since I get my permanent visa, then it really won't be 2 years. I'll explain in a second. But I'll have then I have the need to go back at least every 2 years. Now I did get, like I said, I got my temporary visa back in February, and when you get your first permanent visa, they add in, maybe subtract might be the right word, subtract the time that you had on your permanent visa, on your temporary visa, from that 2 years. So in my case, let's see, if I go next month, it'll be 8 months. So that means in February of 2027, I have to renew my permanent visa. And then it's good for 2 years, which means then I wouldn't have to renew it to February of 29. So I'm going to have it. I really would like to have it. It's a nice fallback because I'm being realistic in that the reduction in human rights in the United States is rapidly occurring, and the damage that the current administration has done, let's see, we're in September, in the past 8 months, is just unbelievable. And the midterm elections aren't until November of 2026. So we have another year to go. A lot more damage could be done. And it may get to the point that it may not be safe for me to stay here. Excuse me. I consider myself extremely fortunate and extremely lucky that compared to, I'm not going to say a lot, some other transgender individuals, I've been told by a primary care physician and a number of other people that I hate using the word, but pass as cisgender female. So I look female, I sound female, I dress female. Biologically, I am female. My parts are female. There's a high amount of estrogen in my blood. So biologically, I am female. I mean, if you want to get into the chromosomes and X and X and X and Y, and nobody really knows they are truly XX or truly XY. There's so many different variations. But if you're going to examine someone at that level, then you're not looking at them as human. You're looking at that particular individual as a specimen. So, if we're going to judge each other on that level, then we're not really human. So, anyways, so if things got bad enough here, I think for the most part, I'll be fine. I'm not very out or very loud, outspoken about being transgender. I guess, well, there's a term in the community, and they call it living stealth. And that's pretty much what I'm doing. I'm living stealth. I go about my day as any other woman would, and I just blend into being like all the other women. Maybe I dress a little bit better, but hey, everybody's different, right? So, I'm hoping that I'll be okay. But if for some reason, if things really do get bad, I have the fallback that I can go live in Panama, and it's cheap. It really is. As an example, my partner's down there, and for health insurance that is comparable to what we have here, that's premium is $4.40 a month, and if they go to the doctor, it's $5. If they go to a specialist, I think it's $15. That sounds about right. I don't think it's 10. I think it's 15. But still, oh my God, I go to a specialist, it's $65. But anyways, so their health insurance is $4.40 a month, and their rent, they're in a one-bedroom apartment, fully furnished. It includes everything. So that would be water, electricity, cable, internet, trash, pickup, so water, trash, internet, the rent, the apartment rent, electricity, I think that's it. For $550 US dollars a month. That's insane. You can't find a one-bedroom apartment in the US for that price. And being that they are in Boquete, Panama, which is up in the mountains, the daytime temperatures, I know I've spoken about it before, is 70 to 79 degrees, and the nighttime temperatures are 60 to 69 degrees Fahrenheit. It's, I would say, probably sunny 95% of the time. During the rainy season, which is like September to December, a lot like Florida, in that it clouds up in the afternoon, about 4:30. It gets dark, of course, at 6:30, but usually around 6:30, it will rain, and it'll rain till maybe 8:30, 9 o'clock at night, and that'll be it. So you pretty much, you can plan your day around the rain. It's very rare that it rains during the day. So, you might have a day where it might be cloudy or partly cloudy, but generally it's sunny all the time. So, anyways, so it's if I need to go live there, it would be relatively inexpensive for me. Don't know if I would live in Boquete. I'd like someplace a little bit maybe warmer. I don't know. I'd have to wait and see. I could always move around, get an apartment on a monthly rent basis, and move around. So we'll see. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. So that might be coming up in the future, sometime in October, as we get closer to the date. I don't know if it'll be in the beginning of October, mid-October. I'm not sure yet. It depends on my finances. So we'll see. But you know, I'll keep everybody informed as we get closer. So I just kind of rambled on and rambled on and rambled on. So I think I'm going to end it now. And as always, thank you for watching my video. And like, share, subscribe. And as always, any comments, questions, suggestions, things you would like, topics you'd like me to talk about, please, in the comment section below. Everyone that's been around long enough knows that I respond to all comments, and I make these videos every week for all of you and your enjoyment. You're part of my extended family, and I like to keep in touch with my extended family. So I hope everyone has a wonderful, wonderful rest of your week, even though we're hump day. Wednesday is hump day, over the hump. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week. I hope you have an even better weekend. And as always, I'm here next Tuesday. Bye, everyone.